Welcome to the Double R Show, the podcast that features everything about North Lincoln County. The Double R Show, directed and produced by Paul Robertson and hosted by the voice of Lincoln City, Roger Robertson.
Welcome to the Double R Show. Double R here along with son Paul, and history in the making today.
Yeah, we've got Kelly Howard on the show today. The Glass Center's celebrating 20 years coming up here.
That's rather significant.
Indeed. And then we also have Christopher Melton from the North Lincoln Historical Museum. And Jane Secular is going to be talking about a little bit of a celebration relative to Siletz Bay.
Music. All coming up right after this.
Starship, featuring Mickey Thomas. Saturday, March 1st, Chinook Winds Casino Resort. Starship. Tickets are on sale now at ChinookWinds.com, Chinook Winds box office, or by phone at 1-888-MAIN-ACT. The journey continues. Starship, featuring Mickey Thomas. Chinook Winds, where concerts are better at the beach.
20 years ago, a building that made fire trucks now has fire inside, if you will. With us is Kelly Howard, and Kelly is with the Lincoln City Glass Center. 20 years.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? 20 years.
Does it seem like 20 years already?
You know, it feels like it was just yesterday, and then it feels like it's been 100 years.
The building that you're in has quite a history in Lincoln City. I mean, it's a huge history.
Yeah, it's an interesting building that has lended itself very well to artists and artisans of all kinds. Like, we have probably over 100 different artists that we represent now. And
really?
Yeah. We have...
That all blow their glass there? Or?
No, the artists that are currently working, I think we've got like 12, 15 that actually work for the studio that also make their work there and sell their work there. And then we have lots of artists that have worked there at one time that still sell their work there. And then over the years, I've been sort of collecting different artists that I like the work of, that are nice to work with. And yeah, so we have jewelry and painting. I
like the line, you've been collecting artists that are nice to work with.
Yes.
That's quite descriptive.
Well, it might be a little, it's not exactly superstitious, but I feel like things that you have, I don't know, I'm from the Midwest, so I'm a little skeptical, but like energy in them, you know, but I've been in the Pacific Northwest for a while, so I can say this. Like, they have energy in them, and like, I think it's important to have things around you that have like good energy in them, that were created by people, you know, and you can tell pretty much like right off the bat if someone's going to be difficult to deal with. Because they'll be difficult to deal with from the moment you start interacting with them.
Now, speaking of energy, you're out to make a glass float larger than the super large glass float you made a number of years ago.
Yeah.
What's that for?
Well, we decided on our 15-year anniversary, we had a team of people that work really big, and they sometimes help me make some really big work. And so we decided to see how big of a float we could make. And we got the first one we did wasn't quite as big as the second one. So the one that we're going to try to beat this year is 27 inches. So that's a pretty big float.
That's huge.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is probably the largest float ever made on the Oregon coast. I'd like to say that 27-inch one. We have people flying in from Florida who used to work for us, and from Arizona that are going to
help blow this?
That are going to help blow it. Yeah, because you have to have like a team of people that know exactly what to do, exactly when. Otherwise, that huge gather of glass ends up on the floor.
So this is going to be when, Kelly?
This is going to be February 22nd from 5 to 7. And we'll be making some smaller ones first, and then that big one. We'll probably be auctioning off some of the smaller ones, and then...
Now, the auction off is going to be for a couple of nonprofits?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, so one of them is for a memorial fund for Keely Boyd. Mm-hmm. It's a nursing scholarship given priority for students coming from the Oregon coast, I believe. And it's for Linfield College. Okay. Yeah. So we lost Keely Boyd last year in December. And she was a wonderful member of the community and went to Taft High School here. And her mother has created this scholarship to, in remembrance of her. And yeah. So.
And the other one is the One Love Foundation.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, the One Love Foundation is an organization that travels around giving presentations and teaching people about healthy relationships. And what that looks like, and then we actually have some printed material that we've gotten from them that's going to be at the event, and it'll have just kind of like highlights of what healthy relationships look like, and also what maybe unhealthy relationships look like, so people can try to work on those things. I think that's one of the things about being a person that can be really challenging, is that we don't get enough information about that, and then you get kind of involved in things and you don't realize that it's maybe not a good, healthy relationship that you should get out of. So it's just an important thing for me personally that I've struggled with in my life for various reasons, some of which I had nothing to do with, and some,
Helps in a healing process.
Yeah, I think so. So we're trying to, help the community and help us all be healthier.
And again, this glass float that you will not attempt to blow, I've got confidence in you.
We will be doing it. Yeah, even if we have to do it more than once. You fail, you keep going. So, yeah, and we have a whole bunch of things that people have donated from the community and a whole bunch of artists. And there's going to be a silent auction in the gallery. And
that'll go at the same time.
That'll be going at the same time between 5 and 7. So it's the old-fashioned kind where you have to write, the bid on the piece of paper. And so it'll be fun. But I think there's going to be, Rebecca was just telling me about all the things that we have. And we have, stays from all these different hotels in town, and dinners, and a bunch of the places that we sell floats to are giving baskets. And I should have actually gotten her to give me a list so I could read them, because there's so many. So it's really, maybe I can get that to you.
Very good.
Yeah.
And again, the date for this, Kelly, is when?
Is February 22nd from 5 to 7 p.m. And that is Saturday.
So you'll be able to stand outside and watch this glass.
Yeah, outside and inside.
Ball being blown.
Yeah. So there is on my website, and I think on the Lincoln City Glass Center website, there's a video section, and you can click on and watch the one we did in 2015.
27 inches, and you hope to do how many this time?
Let's 27 inches. I mean, maybe we can make it to 30 inches, but we have to measure the annealer. So the annealer is where it has to cool, so it's got to fit in the annealer. So that might be the limit.
I don't think there's any limit when it comes to Kelly Howard. No. I'm sorry, I don't believe in limitations. With us has been for the 20th anniversary celebration of the Lincoln City Glass Center. Go down, stand outside, go inside, and make bids and enjoy the festivities.
Yeah, and we'll have glasses that we're selling that you can have a glass of wine in, and hors d'oeuvres that are being brought by Sue Kylo, who works at the shop also. And it'll be wonderful. It's going to be really fun. So come join us.
Zantello Law Group has moved. I'm Josh Zantello, and our law firm is now located across from the Lincoln City Community Center on Northeast 21st. Our law firm of knowledgeable professionals stand ready to assist you in life's matters.
For every occasion at Bob's Beach Books, something to read as you relax by an open fire, we have it. Studying a particular topic, we have that too. Traveling to a far-off land, discover it first by reading. Bob's Beach Books in the Ocean Lake area of Lincoln City, come discover.
Wouldn't it be great to have all your insurance needs handled by one agency? This is Charlotte Lado with Farmers Insurance and the Insurance Store. Visit our office next to the Wildflower Grill in Lincoln City. Let us be your one stop for your personal, commercial, health, and Medicare insurance needs.
Lincoln City has a very unusual facility in the Taft area of Lincoln City. Originally was a city hall, now it is the museum. It is the North Lincoln County Historical Museum. With us is Christopher Melton, Executive Director. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
It is a phenomenal facility, is it not, for a town this size?
It really is. It's a small community museum, but whenever anyone goes inside, they're like, wow, I didn't even know this was here. It's so big.
It really is. I mean, you're talking about 2 stories.
Yep.
And a good-sized building. Footprint is large. You got into it how?
I started out as a volunteer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I have a background in filmmaking and film archiving. I had my internship at the Academy Film Archive in LA, which was really amazing. And then I moved up here, and they were looking for some volunteers at the museum. So I started helping out digitizing documents, and then found out they had a small film collection too, home movies. And so...
Tell me about that. The collection of home movies, people have given them to the museum or what?
Yeah, so, I mean, we have closets full of VHS tapes, but the thing that really excites me is small gauge film, so 8mm, 16mm.
Yep, okay.
Yeah, and they just had a bunch in the closet, and I was like, this is footage of the Oregon coast in the 60s and 70s. Like, we've never seen this before. So I helped them get that cleaned up and inspected and started digitizing
Is that
it.
on display now that people can look at it?
We have digitized all of it at this point, but it's one of those big projects that I'm slowly working on. I've incorporated little bits of it into exhibits here and there, but trying more and more to make it accessible to people.
Let's talk about some of the exhibits that you have. Up on the top floor is some phenomenal exhibits that I thoroughly enjoy myself.
Yeah, so the top floor is after the 1920s or so, because up until that point we were just a bunch of isolated little towns, and there wasn't really any way to get out here. But in the 1920s, the highway came out here, the Salmon River Cutoff and Highway 101, so that's 18 and 101. They came out here, and people just started coming out here all the time, and we came up with a lot of interesting tourist activities and events. And
you've got to have some stories that probably would melt somebody's heart.
Heart-melting stories?
Yeah. Such a thing?
People coming into the museum and seeing Pixieland exhibits is probably the Pixieland and the Pixie Kitchen exhibits. People remember those places so fondly, and we have people from all over coming in and saying, "Oh, my grandma always took us to Pixie Kitchen when we came out here," and they'll go to the gift shop and they'll see the pictures and the postcards, and they'll just start crying about, you know, how much of their memory is tied up in that place.
I think one of the things that a lot of people fail to remember or don't even know about is the timber industry that used to be so prevalent in North County, which now is almost forgotten.
Well, yeah, mostly because it's all been outsourced.
Right.
And it's big companies. It was big companies then too. But yeah, I mean, our first big industry aside from fishing, which was really more local, was the timber. A lot of that was due to spruce being the best wood for building airplanes for World War I and World War II.
With the Siletz tribe, is there a lot of attention played to the Confederated Tribes, Siletz Indians?
So we do have a really great exhibit that was created by Ann Hall with support from several tribal members. I believe Bud Lane did a basket display. I'd have to double check that, but I think that's correct.
Very creative individual he is.
Yeah. And so we have a really great display on the bottom floor talking about the history of the indigenous people in the area and up through the creation of the Confederated Tribes of Siletz Indians.
Well, we have time, Christopher. If somebody has something they would like to give to the museum, are you still accepting artifacts, videotapes, what?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Our collection is really focused on the area. So history from basically Depot Bay to Cascade Head, anything in that area. Folks come in all the time with really amazing historical artifacts that we just don't have the room for and don't help us tell the story of the area. So stuff that's more specific to here.
Anything specifically you're looking for?
I won't know what it is until someone brings it in.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's fair enough.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. No, that is, it's just a wonderful facility to go into, and it is free of charge.
Absolutely. That is really important to us, is to keep it free for the public and tourists and anyone who wants to come visit the museum or do research as well.
And giving credit to Explore Lincoln City, I believe they put up the money that makes it free for people to enter.
They helped us fund one exhibit.
Oh, okay.
So we do apply for grants through them occasionally, but most of our funding comes from the county.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all of the Lincoln County museums are funded primarily by county funding, which is partly due to the transient room tax.
And finally, the museum is open when?
We are open 11 to 4, Wednesday through Saturday.
Located next to Kenny's IGA in the Bay Area of Lincoln City. It is the North Lincoln County Historical Museum. And again, it started out as City Hall, and now it is a wonderful museum. Thanks for being here, Christopher.
Yeah, thank you.
If you're looking for great early garden fresh produce, it's Kenny's IGA in the Bay Area of Lincoln City. 4 generations of Morgans caring for your every grocery need. All of your favorite beverages, a full deli, meat, produce, and of course, groceries.
We at La Roca are proud of our food, but don't take our word for it. Read the reviews. One person wrote, "The service was friendly and efficient." Another writes, "La Roca has become one of our favorites because it's authentic Mexican food."
Zeller's 2 locations, Lincoln City and Rose Lodge. With us is Adina Zeller. It's been a busy time for you.
It has, yeah. We're just trying to get everything between the 2 places to where they each have their own appearance and their own meals and food, and just let them be known for a little bit different variety of food.
I was interested yesterday, walked into the restaurant, had breakfast here, and I came in. I was just my wife and I, and all of a sudden the place was full.
We hope that stays that way. Our food is good. We cook everything fresh to order, and we just want everyone to come and give us a try.
Now, you've got a lot of activities, food-wise, obviously, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but you've got a lot of things that go on in the lounge.
We have karaoke nightly, or we'll have a band once in a while. We have a great country band that comes in, or some kind of band that comes in. And then every Wednesday night, we have line dancing, and it's free to the public. Just come on in. You have to be 21, of course, and it lasts for an hour to 2 hours. It's fun.
The other thing I read about occasionally on Facebook, it's got to be true, pool.
Yes, we do pool league here. We have diamond pool tables, which that's a pretty big deal, I guess, in the pool world. But come play pool down here. We have a lot of pool leagues that come down here every Tuesday and Thursday night, and they come to have a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun because you make it fun.
I think so. I think with the karaoke, and everything. And we're going to start an industry night every Sunday night. We're going to give a discount to all the locals around here just because they work so hard. It's a hard job in this area. So we're going to start giving a discount every Sunday night to all the locals.
So you got to come in and prove that you are a local?
Well,
That's the
I don't know
best.
how you're going to do that, but
That's the best answer there could be.
Yeah, I don't know. But, it's a locals place, a lot of the time, of course, and this isn't a local area. We have a lot of tourists in the area, so both of them, but the locals still come around. They love it here, and we want to keep them coming, and we want to tell them how much we appreciate their hard work in the industry.
And again, it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, we open at 8 a.m. Sunday through Thursday, we close at 1 a.m. and 2:30 on Friday and Saturday.
So for good food, good entertainment, and a good smile.
All the time.
All the time. It is Zeller's in Lincoln City. And talk briefly about Rose Lodge.
We have our pizza. We have our prime rib Friday. We smoke it on a Traeger every Friday. So it comes straight off the Traeger. We've got some smoked chicken, and we've got ribs. You name it. We're just trying to make it really country out there.
If you're hungry and I'm hungry, it's Zeller's, Lincoln City and Rose Lodge.
Northwest Septic Service is your one-stop shop for all your septic needs.
Northwest Septic Service offers pumping, maintenance, repair, and inspections with one call, 541-994-6977.
Buying or selling a home? Northwest Septic Service can inspect your sewer line or an entire septic system.
Old or failing septic system? Northwest Septic Service can rejuvenate most drain fields, saving you thousands of dollars. 541-994-6977.
Serving Lincoln, Tillamook, and Yamhill counties, Northwest Septic Service. The president is in the house. The president of the Siletz Bay Music Festival, Jane Secular, is here. Jane, thank you for coming up. You've got a big event ahead of you.
I do, and thanks so much for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here and spend a minute with you guys.
We're actually 7
7
minutes.
Okay. I will see what we can do. Yes. We have a big event coming up on March 1st. I don't know if everybody's aware of this, but Tuesday, March 4th is Mardi Gras in New Orleans and around the world. And the big celebrations for Mardi Gras, the big parades and festivals take place on the weekend of March 1st and 2nd. And we are having a Mardi Gras party on March 1st at the Lincoln City Cultural Center.
It will be a party.
It will be a party. There will be dancing. There will be music. There will be great food. There will be king cake. There will be a second line.
Back up, king cake.
Aha. A king cake is iconic for Mardi Gras.
Okay.
It is a cake that is shaped in a ring and has the most lurid purple, green, and gold sparkly frosting you would ever hope not to eat, but yet it's delicious. And baked into the king cake is a tiny little plastic baby.
That somebody will find?
That somebody will find, hopefully. They want to find it because if you get the piece of cake with the baby in it, you get a prize. And you get crowned the king or queen of your table. Every table will have one. And you get to take home a special gift. In New Orleans, if you get the baby in the king cake, you get crowned king of the festival or king of the crew, and you get to pay for next year's party. But we're not going to do that.
Okay. Well, that's rather nice of you. But this is a fundraiser, right?
This is a fundraiser. It is our big fundraising event of the year. So there will be an auction. There will be a silent auction and a live auction. We will have other fundraising activities, but also we are encouraging people to wear costumes because it is Mardi Gras after all. And there will be a costume contest. And there will be winners who will get prizes for their costumes. So
should come with a mask?
you can come with a mask or without a mask. There are all kinds of costumes for Mardi Gras. It's not like Halloween. You can kind of do everything, but you kind of want to keep with the theme, you know. Mm-hmm. You're not required to wear a costume, but we certainly recommend it or encourage it.
Now, the event is to raise money to support the music festival coming off in August.
Absolutely. We need to raise funds for the festival, which takes place from August 14th through 24th. We're starting a day early this year. We will start, as we always do, with a recital and reception. Piano recital by Mei Ting Sun, our new artistic director.
Now, fully named as the artistic director.
He is our artistic director.
Okay,
yes, he is. And he's excited, and we're excited, and he will open the festival, and we will have a reception prior to the music with goodies to eat and drink.
I assume that a lot of facilities throughout the community will be utilized again for the festival.
The festival will again take place in 5 locations.
5?
5. The Cultural Center, our home away from home, will house all of our chamber concerts in Lincoln City. We'll do 1 concert in Newport at the Pacific Maritime Heritage Center.
Okay.
We will do 2 concerts at the church this year, at the Congregational Church, which is a lovely, lovely venue for chamber music because it's not only beautiful, but it has amazing acoustics. So we will have our free concert that we always have in the church, and we will also have a ticketed concert. So you can hear and see that beautiful venue twice.
Let's go back again to the event that you got upcoming. How important is that to raising money for the festival itself?
You know, people don't understand that ticket sales, and we try to keep our ticket prices low because we understand that this is a community that is sometimes financially challenged, and we want everybody to be able to take part in this extraordinary musical experience. So ticket sales only cover about 18% of our total budget.
Really?
Really. People don't think about that, you know. So the
18% is
18%, yes.
Really?
So the other 82% has to come from our wonderful individual donors, our very generous donors, our sponsors. community and business people who donate goods and services for our fundraiser. So the auction, the price of tickets for the fundraiser and the auction items, and okay, I'll just spoiler alert, there will be a paddle raise, and money from the paddle raise also goes toward putting on the festival. And we hope to make maybe 25% of our budget on this one event. It's that important to us. Tickets are on sale now at www.siletzbaymusic.org. We hope everyone will get tickets. There's a special deal. If you buy a table for 8, sure, you get a little bit of a discount. So please go to the website.
Tickets are how much?
Tickets are $125 individual and $900 for a table.
Okay.
Table of 8.
And it's all going to take place at the Lincoln City Cultural Center. If I want to walk in someplace and write a check, where do I go to do that?
You can walk into the Cultural Center that night, but we would love it if it's sold out. So just to be safe, you might want to go to the website. There's also a phone number that you can call that you can get on the website. If you don't like buying tickets online, and a lot of people don't, call that number, and a lovely human being will walk you through the process and help you buy your ticket.
Jane, thanks for being here, and good luck on the event on which day again?
March 1st, Saturday. Doors open at 5:30. A delicious dinner will be served at 6:30. That hour gives you a chance to have some yummy appetizers, have a beverage, and do a little shopping in the auction room.
It is an opportunity for Mardi Gras, Lincoln City style.
Let the good times roll.
And our special thanks to all of our guests that joined us today in the podcast. Some other things forthcoming in and around the Lincoln City community want to remind people of. Lincoln City City Council will have their regular meeting February 24th, 6 o'clock at City Hall Chambers. Thursday, the 27th, Community Sustainability Committee meeting at 3 o'clock. Library Board regular meeting on March 5 at 3:30. City Council again March 10th. Some of these city meetings upcoming. A vest. We've talked about this on a podcast, and being seen is critically important. You can get a free vest.
Oh, great. Yeah, the CERT group, right? So
yeah,
we
the
had
CERT
them
group
on first of the year, I think. It was called Be Seen in 2025. And so if you haven't heard that episode, be sure to tune back on that and connect with CERT to get a new vest to save potentially your life.
Your life. And since you did mention the fact that you can go back and listen to one of these programs, you can go back and listen to every program.
Indeed. Just go to the website and you can just look at that player and find all the past episodes. And, of course, we do have a YouTube channel that has them there, too, kind of easily to be searched. Just find Double R Show there on YouTube, and you can also find all of those episodes there.
Nearly Dan performing the music of Steely Dan Friday, February 28th, presented by David and Susan Gomberg, and this will be at the Lincoln City Cultural Center. Tickets on sale for that. If you are into your taxes, a taxing word, if you will, AARP Foundation Tax Aid provides tax assistance to anyone free of charge with a focus on taxpayers over the age of 50. And they're set up and they're ready to be of assistance to you. As we talked about earlier in the program, Mardi Gras Party Time, March 1 at the Lincoln City Cultural Center. That's a fundraiser for the music festival. And again, to reinforce what we talked about with the Lincoln City Glass Center, the glass blowing demonstration and silent auction will be taking place. This is the 20th celebration of this event, February 22, and that's at the Glass Foundry. And one other item I'd like to mention of Paul is we've talked about this before, but Habitat for Humanity of Lincoln County is sponsoring their third annual Home and Garden Show. This year they're moving it to the Newport Rec Center, 10 to 3 Saturday, April the 26th. If you're looking for an opportunity to exhibit your wares, your business ideas and the like, this would be a good place to be as well. I've done it myself when they were at Chinook Winds Casino Resort, had a booth there, and did extremely well. So
yeah, it's a good event.
I encourage you to do such. So, anything else your side of the table?
Yeah, just one more thing. On March 15th, we're going to have a Gyotaku fish printing event there at the Pelican. It's called Icons of the Sea. So you'll get to print octopus and crab and all sorts of species that live in our marine reserve offshore. Just go on to cascadehead.org to register for that 6-hour masterclass. So it's a big event. $300 gets you the full deal plus a meal there at the Pelican.
So this is a special event.
Right. It's limited to 15 participants as well. So,
okay.
Yeah, you want to make sure you get registered, but it's a big opportunity to really learn how to do this, Gyotaku fish printing that we've talked about in the past. And if you're unsure what that is, just go online, look at some of the videos and images that we've got on cascadehead.org. You'll get a sense of what you will be bringing home that day of your own, thanks to the work that Duncan Berry will share of his expertise.
That'll do it to the doings on a Double R show. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share so you, your family, and friends around the world and across the street can join us right here in the Double R show. For Paul, I'm Double R. Have a happy day.
You've been listening to The Double R Show. Join Roger and Paul Robertson as they explore everything about North Lincoln County. The Double R Show, produced by Always Productions and hosted by Roger Robertson. Have a story? Email contact@alwaysproductions.com or call 458-201-3039. For The Double R Show, I'm Jana Grahn.